YouTube. Congratulations to the Celtics for becoming the champions and getting a rings tonight. But they also was able to hold it down at home at the TD Garden and defeating a rival, the New York Knicks, who a lot of people feel like will be their best competition in the Eastern Conference, and they match up well against the Celtics. What people were saying, I was saying, well, they don't have that many guys that can create outside of Towns and Brunson, and they have some guys that's not the greatest shooters, and they can't even do anything on their own outside of being set up by others. And I look at it like it made sense. The Celtics was basically unstoppable. They hit a lot of threes. They played real hard. They went after loose rebounds. They fought through screens. They really wanted this game to prove to everybody we're the defending champions. We're the team that you're supposed to be gearing up to beat and doing every it takes to knock us off from the top. And this is the way you want to start your season. And like I said, these moves was made to have in the back of their mind. We have to make moves that make us evenly, and then we got to make that move to put us over the top so we feel comfortable and we feel that we can be able to beat the best team in the league last year, which is the Celtics, who brought everybody back from the champion squad basically back now. And it was able to score 132 points to the Knicks 109. The Knicks start off 0-1. Obviously, the Celtics start off 1-0. Boston was hot in the first quarter, 43-24. They was able to basically put the Knicks away in that first quarter, as they was never able to really make a run that was significant throughout the entire game. And even though they scored more points in the second quarter, the Celtics was able to match it 31-31. Then the Celtics was able to outscore them again 39-32 in the third quarter. And the only quarter they outscored them was 22-19. But by then the game was so far over that it didn't even matter what the Knicks was really doing. I feel like I like what I seen out of Mikal Bridges, being more aggressive, getting to the paint, taking mid-range shots, shooting a three, even though his three-point shot ain't really going right now, including preseason. He still seemed like he was confident in his game and confident in what he can do, and he only finished 7 of 13, which is good. He just shot 2 of 7 from three and 0 of 1 from the free throw line, which shows you that he still got some more work to do with that jump shot, but he can find a way to impact the game offensively in different ways. I feel like he was their third best player offensively in that starting lineup out of Josh Hart and OG Anunoby, and you can look at this game as proof of that. He also had 2 assists, 1 turnover, -33 and plus minus 16 points. OG was 1 of 7 from the field and 0 of 4 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. I feel like OG got some good looks. He just couldn't knock them down, even if they was wide open tonight. But he did have 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 3 personal fouls, -21 and plus minus 4 points. Some days he's going to go for 15. Some days he's going to go for 20 or mid 20s. Some games he's just not going to be assistant, as he's just a catch and shoot guy that can't really score outside of that in transition. And if they're not getting a bunch of steals and a bunch of blocks, or they ain't getting a bunch of deflections or a bunch of misses, he's basically going to be neutralized. Currently, Towns only took 9 shots. He was 5 of 9, 1 of 2 from three, 1 of 1 from the field. He did have 7 rebounds and 3 assists. He only had 12 points, -18 and plus minus 1 personal foul. This was a slight disappointment because of the 24 minutes that he played and the fact that he did look like he wanted to score. He had the post moves going, had the mid range going, had the three going. He just, didn't play enough minutes to make the difference that he probably could have, but the game was over, like I said, basically in the first quarter. Jalen Brunson only played 25 minutes. It looked like he played more, but he didn't. 9 of 14 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, -23 and plus minus 22 points. Jalen Brunson is just one of the best players in the league. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. The guy just knows how to score. He knows how to give up the ball. He knows when to attack and when not to attack. And he knows the game real well. He got a great feel for the game and a great IQ. And he just plays the game at a level that made him one of the best players in the league, regardless of position. And I feel like he continued that tonight outside of the turnovers. And then Josh Hart, he was hustle, he was muscle. I picked him to be my hustle player of the year, and he showed that. He was grabbing loose rebounds, grabbing loose plays, just hopping in and out of nowhere. And 4 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, -23 and plus minus 12 points. Topping 0 of 1 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, zeros across the board. Jericho Sims was 2 or 3 from the field, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, -5 and plus minus 4 points. And Hucky Porty, zeros across the board outside of 4 rebounds, 1 block, +9 and plus minus 0 points. And Cameron Payne, 5 of 10, 1 of 4 from the 3 point line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, 11 points. He really gives this bench something different because it gives Payne and Brunson, it gives Brunson a lot of rest and it allows him to have a guy that he trusts that can handle the ball and make plays for others, which he did tonight with those 4 assists. And he also is efficient from the field, being able to get to the basket and make layups and floaters, and also able to hit threes. And that's what they needed. But Miles McBride was really, really good. 8 of 10 from the field, was able to make a lot of threes tonight, even if they was tough. Pull up threes, it was falling tonight. He was able to get to the basket if he wanted to. It was really nothing he couldn't do tonight if he put his mind to it. He was 8 of 10 from the field, 4 or 5 from three, 2 or 3 from the free throw line. He also had 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, -18 and plus minus 22 points. Kolick was 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from the 3 point line, 2 turnovers, +7 and plus minus 3 points. And Daiti, 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 1 rebound, 1 personal foul, +10 and plus minus 3 points. They finished 43 of 78. That's 55% from the field. 11 of 30. That's 36% from three. 12 of 16. That's 75% from the free throw line. They also did have 34 rebounds, 20 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 11 turnovers, and 12 personal fouls. And when we look at the Celtics, Jason Tatum was just destroying them. They had no answer. Mikal Bridges was guarding him for majority of the game, and he could not do anything, especially when they kept putting him in the switch action. And Tatum was just taking his time, following through, getting his feet set, and just letting that rotation and that thing fly right into the net tonight. And there was nothing they can do. He only missed 4 shots tonight, 14 of 18. He was 8 of 11 from three, 1 or 2 from the free throw line. He had 10 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, +26 and plus minus 37 points, because people kept trying to double team and trap him and force him to pass. All he really needed his teammates to do was knock down the shot. And once they started knocking it down, it just made them even tougher to guard because they already couldn't guard Tatum one-on-one. So once he had got the double team, he just took his time making the right pass. And when that was the best decision he could make outside of scoring the shots. And the Knicks had nothing, to be able to guard what Tatum was doing out there. He just destroyed them. Al Horford, 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 5 from the 3 point line. He had 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 personal fouls, +7, 11 points. Drew Holiday had some big plays, getting to the rim with touch shots, being able to hit the three, 4 or 6 from three, 7 or 9 from the field, getting easy opportunities for moving without the basketball and cutting to the rim. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 personal foul, +23 and plus minus 18 points. Derek White was shooting them threes. He was 6 of 10 from the 3 point line, 8 of 13 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, +21 and plus minus 24 points, showing you how great he really is for this lineup. And he really made them pay when they over rotated or they over guarded somebody. And he was just able to be confident all night to pull up for them threes. And Jalen Brown, he was 7 of 18 from the field, 5 of 9 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. He also had 1 turnover. He had 3 personal fouls, +23 and plus minus 23 points. He just looked like he knew what he wanted to do. His pull up three off the dribble or his catch and shoot three was really going tonight. And Jalen Brown was able to torch them just like Tatum to a certain extent. He just wasn't as efficient as Tatum was, but he still was as unguardable as he needed to be, especially from the 3 point line. And Xavier Tillman had 7 rebounds in 18 minutes, 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3 point line, 2 assists, 1 personal foul, -3 and plus minus 2 points. Sam Hauser was getting open and he was letting that thing fly too. 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 from the three, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 personal fouls, +6 and plus minus 10 points. Luke Big Net Cornett, 2 of 3 from the field, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, +14 and plus minus 4 points. Cuta Zeros across the board because they only played 4 minutes. One personal foul, zeros from the scoring. Peyton Pritchard missed 1 of 9 from three, so he missed every attempt besides one of them, and he was 1 of 10 because he made try to make a layup. 4 rebounds, 4 assists for him. One turnover, two personal fouls, plus 7 and plus minus 3 points. And Jordan Walsh, 0-1 from the field. It was a three, airballed it, but he had 1 assist outside of that, -9 and plus minus. And they shot 48 of 95, 50%. 29 of 61, 47% from three. I think they missed their last 11 threes um, attempts, and that would have helped their 3 point line percentage be higher, but they just couldn't make no more. They looked gassed. They looked a little rusty. They bench couldn't really make none either, especially Peyton Pritchard. Outside of Sam Hauser, he didn't shoot particularly well from three, but he made enough of them to keep that lead going up and help us coast to victory because this game was over fast and early. 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 87%, 40 rebounds, 33 assists, 6 steals, 3 blocks, 3 turnovers, 15 personal fouls, and they was able to really destroy their opponent. This is what we're saying about the Celtics when they're playing this way and moving the ball while still being able to take care of their matchup and individual. This team was built to slow down and stop the Celtics, and we see that it's not the truth. And I didn't believe it either because even if you can slow them down, you still have to be able to score on the Celtics. And the Knicks didn't really do that, even though they did score 100 plus points. It was a team effort of everybody trying to score at the same time. And by then, the game was already over. So the Celtics still look impressive. They still look dominant. They still like the best team in the league. They have the most talent. They didn't even have Kristaps Porzingis tonight. And that's another player that could have helped this game be even more enormous when it comes to a lead. And the fact that their bench did come in and try to find a way to sprinkle in some shots, sprinkle in some attempts with the starters. It ended up working for the most part. And it was just a fun, exciting, exhilarating game that was really fun to watch. And I'm just happy that they got their rings, they got their championship. They continue to show that you have to put a lot of things together and go, play as hard as you can to beat this team if you really even want to beat them in the regular season. Don't even count the postseason because they just have that much talent and they play so well together. And I feel like the Knicks are still figuring things out. They were still trying to figure out how things work. And the Celtics would look like a well-oiled machine just producing the way that they should. And they did it so consistently throughout the game instead of the fourth quarter. But like I said, the starters wasn't really needed at that point, and the game was at a point where the Knicks had to look back in the mirror. So we gotta throw this game out. We didn't really do as much damage as we thought that we can do, especially defensively to the Celtics. We need some bigger, stronger guys to keep up with what the Celtics have. These are some of the best players in the world. Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum and Drew Holiday and Porzingis. These are all stars and former all stars and current all stars. You got to bring your A game on each and every possession if you want to find a way to beat the Celtics. That's how well you do have to play because they just have that many weapons and they're not afraid to take anything on the court, even a shot right in front of your face. And Derek White is even whacking them. Jason Tatum's whacking them. Jason Tatum sometimes he just pulled up and just shot it right in somebody's face and made it all net. There's no way you can defend that besides over guarding him or trying to take some airspace from him. And even then, he can just drive right past you and just to get a dunk or a layup, which he did in this game too. So it just shows you the work that you have to put in to be a great player and how hard it is to be able to make shots. Like what Tatum and Brown and Drew Holiday and these guys was making, including Derek White, it takes another level of consistency, another level of talent to be able to do that. And the Knicks just don't have those guys outside of Tatum, outside of Towns and Brunson. And until they get another guy that they can hand the ball to and say, "Get me a bucket," even McKelly, if he has to continue to fix that shot and work on that shot and get it back to where it used to be or better than it used to be, they're going to struggle to score consistently against a team like the Celtics. And you're going to have the great, the good, the bad, and the ugly in the regular season. The Knicks already knew that because they won 50 games last year and they was able to be the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. So they already know how to approach the regular season. But when you have this type of matchup, I just don't see what the Knicks can do. I like what they did in the offseason. I like what they did getting Towns, but that's just not enough, especially if Porzingis is healthy. I feel like once Porzingis comes back and he continues to play the way he does offensively and defensively, I just don't see a team that can beat the Celtics four times. I just don't see it in the West and in the East. And some of the teams in the West got worse. And some of them teams just are decent. They're not a championship team when you have to compare them to the Celtics. They just missing way too much. They just can't do as much, and they just can't defend as well as the Celtics can. And the Knicks found that out again. Tonight they had to wait to bench players and stuff to come in for them to be able to score. They just couldn't score on that starting lineup, and we didn't even have Porzingis protecting the paint and being a offensive mismatch. Just like Towns was taking advantage of it, Porzingis can do the same thing depending on the switch. So, you know, this is not an evenly matched matchup. This is the Celtics just running roughshod over the league, and this is just a great start to finish where they left off at. And I'm glad they got their rings because they deserved it. Now let's see if they can do it again, and that's the fun part of the challenge. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you like videos just like this, I make videos just like this, and I do tributes and I do breakdowns also. So check out my channel. And if you've been on the channel, this is just a reminder. You may miss the video throughout the days, throughout the months, throughout the years. Go back and check my channel to see if you missed any video that you wanted to watch or you wanted to see. It helps the channel stay relevant, helps the channel stay popping, just like liking and sharing. As long as you watching, the more fans I can get, then the more you share, the more likes, the more people can see it. And that just helped this channel continue to build the way that it's been going, which is in a positive direction. And I appreciate that. And I'll talk to you guys later when the Timberwolves Lakers game come on. I'll be coming back with an instant analysis on that. So stay tuned, stay subscribing, stay liking, stay sharing, and stay watching like you usually do. See you guys later.